We're joined now by meteorologist Zoe Mintz. Thankfully, we're not in triple digits. We're not even smelling triple digits.
Not even close.
That's a good thing, pretty mild.
We're getting cooler and cooler from here. Winds beginning to pick up, coming in from that onshore direction. We got nature's air conditioning helping us along the California coast, which is always really nice, while the rest of the country is sweltering and the rest of the world, I should say, we are really, really foggy along the coast. This is what we expect this time of year, that typical June gloom pattern. You could see it outside right now, downtown San Francisco. Yeah, it's pretty gloomy out there. The top of Salesforce, you can barely see it. That fog is kind of going in and out, but it's only going to get thicker and thicker as the night progresses, so keep that in mind. It is going to be a foggy night ahead of us. Hopefully, the Concord temperature gauge gets starting to work soon, because yesterday it was broken, and I'm sad about that because I want to know the exact temperature in Concord. But the rest of the Bay Area is sitting in the upper 60s to low 70s, so I would say Concord probably in the 70s as well, and it's going to stay pretty mild over the next couple of days, but cooling down and getting even more comfortable across our inland areas. Even with plenty of sunshine out there, those temperatures are again going to be cooling down, not because of increasing cloud coverage necessarily, but because of increasing winds. Those onshore winds that are going to be upwards of 30 to 40 miles an hour starting Friday, continuing Saturday. So it's something we'll keep a close eye on. It's Friday and Saturday. Those will be the two big days to look out for. But the cloud coverage overnight tonight and into early tomorrow morning, it's going to be filling back in our valley communities as usual. But by the time that we step out tomorrow afternoon, you're likely going to be seeing a few more peaks of sunshine along the coast, which is honestly going to be a pretty nice change of pace, especially along the peninsula, North Bay communities. You should be seeing some sunshine even along Ocean Beach in downtown San Francisco. If you live in the Sunset, you haven't seen the sun in days, it seems like. Sunnier skies should be on the way by as soon as tomorrow. But again, that doesn't mean it's necessarily going to be warmer out there. Those temperatures are going to be in the comfortable category. Again, inland areas sitting in the 80s, areas along the coast will be in the 60s. But look at what happens by Friday. You'll definitely notice those cooler conditions, especially inland, no longer seeing those deeper and darker purples out there. And the reason is, again, because of those wind gusts that are going to continue to pick up. There might be a few more clouds out there, especially across our inland areas as well. Something we'll keep a close eye on through later this week and into the weekend. But again, it's those gusty winds that we'll be seeing definitely impacting us the most across the Bay Area. There is a storm system that's going to be traveling well off to our north, and that storm system is the reason for the gusty winds. They're not necessarily going to bring us anything else besides that. There is going to be some rain that will be heading over the Pacific Northwest. But again, for us, yeah, it is a whole bunch of nothing other than, again, those windier conditions. You'll begin to see that storm system making its way over the Pacific Northwest, again, starting later this week, continuing into the weekend. But it's Friday and Saturday that all eyes are going to be on when it comes to actually dealing with those gustiest winds over the Bay Area as that storm system makes its way over the Pacific Northwest. Either way, though, it is going to be windy, quiet, dry later this week and into the weekend, so we'll keep a very close eye on that. And it's going to be especially for places like the Altamont Pass, if you live in the northern Salinas Valley communities, northern parts of our North Bay coastal communities, and Big Sur. Those are all going to be the places that have the potential for 40+ mile an hour wind gust, while the rest of the Bay Area, 30 to 40 miles an hour. Wouldn't be surprised if maybe we did see a wind advisory, especially on the higher elevations closer to the coast. We'll be right on the cusp of that 40 mile an hour mark, which is what we need to actually see a wind advisory. Either way, Friday, Saturday will be the cool days of this upcoming week. Look at Sunday, though. Those temperatures warming right back up by nearly 10 degrees and continuing to warm up through the earlier to middle parts of next week. So it's going to be cooler, windier through Saturday, but then again, warmer, sunnier, even along our coastal communities. It should be a lot nicer by next week. Back to you.